were being protected by the government. Joining us now, Democratic Congressman Subramanyam of Virginia. He's a member of the House Oversight Committee. You were in the room with the former Attorney General Bill Barr yesterday. One of three members, my understanding, who were there for that deposition, 2 Democrats, 1 Republican. Of course, that was Jim Comer. Talk a little bit about what he was there for and what you heard from him. Comer sort of gave us a sense of what he was there for.
Yeah, in general, so, Republicans are the ones that picked who their witnesses are, right? So that's why the Clintons are also on this list. I think it was very striking to see who wasn't there. The current AG, Pam Bondi, is not on the list of people being subpoenaed. Why? She's the one that said that the files were on her desk and that she was going to release them and then never released them. And all she did was tell Trump that he was in the files, right? And so we had the wrong AG in the room, first of all. Second of all, he worked with, Alex Acosta, who was the one that actually started some of this mess by letting Epstein off the hook with the sweetheart deal 2007. Alex Acosta is not on the list either. But, certainly, we had some questions about that. In the end, what I saw was the Republicans are trying to set the groundwork for, one, showing that they're investigating without actually investigating, and 2, trying to basically help the president cover up for this administration. We were asking the tough questions, and I think by asking the tough questions, we have more questions now. We certainly want to talk to Pam Bondi and Alex Acosta.
I want to skip a few steps ahead because you do have some of these depositions happening. Barr, of course, was yesterday. There will be more to come. And now you've got these files from the Department of Justice beginning to trickle in, blowing past, we should note, Comer's own deadline here. But it does sound like they're going to get something in batches. Once those batches of documents come to the committee, they don't have to be released to the public, but it sort of stands that it would be hard for Republicans, I imagine, to say we actually have all these documents and now we're not going to release them, right? I mean, skip a few steps ahead to this. Do you think that ultimately this is the way that people get the transparency they want on Epstein?
No, absolutely not. I mean, if you're not releasing the documents from the committee, what's the whole point of this whole thing, right? The point that people wanted from the very beginning, Democrats and Republicans, was we wanted the files released, unredacted and public for people to see. We can take away some stuff that maybe protects victims, but in general, we want to see everything, especially and including the stuff that involves Trump. And so if they're going to selectively release stuff, of course they're not going to release the things that make Trump look bad, right? And so that's the thing that we have to continue to push, is we want to know everything that happened. We want to know the president's involvement. We want to know everything that's in those files because we deserve to know. And we deserve to get answers from Pam Bondi and Alex Acosta and others who are actually involved, and not this dog and pony show that Republicans are setting up right now.
I do think this is going to be one of the key features to watch for. But as lawmakers begin the process of getting their heads around coming back to town, it's just a few weeks away. Have there been conversations among fellow Democrats about the stakes of the looming government shutdown that's coming at the end of September? It seems far off, but it's actually not.
Yeah, we haven't had formal discussions. I'll just say, I had a town hall last night, and one of the things that I took away was people want us to use our leverage wherever we have it. And so, again, we don't often have leverage, but look at the Texas Democrats that left the state, right? Look at what California is trying to do. People are responding positively to that because they want us to stand up and fight whenever we have the opportunity to use leverage. And that's another leverage point.
What would that leverage look like in a shutdown posture then?
Basically, we're going to say if we want to have a functioning government continue, you have to come to the table and be bipartisan, right? This is our one opportunity where they need the votes and they need Democrats to vote with them on this continuing resolution. And generally, the party in power has been blamed for this, right? For when there's a shutdown. And so if we have some leverage here, and last time the Senate Democrats did not use that leverage, I hope that they'll use that as leverage this time. I know in the House, we're all likely to vote against this continuing resolution, and I hope the Senate does as well, because that way it shows that we're fighting, but most importantly, maybe they'll come to the table and maybe they'll have to be bipartisan in a situation like that.
Yeah, we have seen bipartisanship to keep the government open in the past, but I think that the traditional ways of doing things may be a bit out the window at this point. Democratic Congressman Subramanyam of Virginia, thank you for previewing what's ahead. There's certainly a lot coming. But for now, we asked our viewers, as we always do, and you know this, why they are awake with us in the morning. Alice emails, our smoke alarm went off at 3:45 because the battery died. This is the worst.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
gosh.
it's on the wall 17 feet up, and we have no ladder. So we listen to MSNBC through beeps that go off every 45 seconds.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Been there
God, that
before.
sounds horrible. I'm so sorry. Stephen writes, choices were made. It was my birthday yesterday and left work early. Now I need to catch up on something before a meeting this morning. Well, if it's not the consequences of your own actions.
Sounds like a fun birthday, though.
It does sound like a fun birthday. Sometimes it's worth it, you know? And Jim emails, because my 9-year-old son, Zach, couldn't sleep because he's too excited for his first day at school today here in Melissa, Texas. First day of school.
My daughter's starting kindergarten in 2 days.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel you, yeah.
Starting kindergarten towards the end of the week?
I know, yeah.
We got to talk about that. She deserves one more week.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you again for coming on. Always good to see you.